Good morning ladies and gentlemen. In this video, we are going to cover the current affairs of 25th of March. First question is, what is the theme of 2019 World Water Day? Right answer is, leaving no one behind. Every year, World Water Day is celebrated to spread the awareness about water conservation. If we talk about important days of March, 1st March is Zero Discrimination Day and the theme is Act to Change Laws that Discriminate. 3rd of March is World Hearing Day. 3rd of March is also celebrated as World Wildlife Day. 7th of March is Jan Aushadhi Divas, while 8th of March is International Women's Day. The theme of this year International Women's Day was Think Equal, Build Smart, Innovate for Change. On the other hand, every year, 2nd Thursday of March is observed as World Kidney Day, and the theme of this year World Kidney Day was Kidney Health for Everyone, Everywhere. 15th of March is celebrated as World Consumer Rights Day and the theme was Trusted Smart Products. On the other hand, 20th of March is World Sparrow Day and the theme of World Sparrow Day was I Love Sparrows. While 21st of March is International Day of Forest and the theme of 2019 International Day of Forest was Forests and Education. In addition to that, 20th of March is also celebrated as Happiness Day and 24th of March is observed as World TB Day. Next question is, which of the following countries has officially renamed its capital as Nur Sultan? Right answer is Kazakhstan. So recently, Kazakhstan has officially renamed its capital Astana to Nur Sultan to honor the outgoing leader Mr. Nur Sultan Nazarbayev, who stepped down as a president after 3 decades in office. Mr. Sultan Nazarbayev has recently resigned as the president of Kazakhstan. If we talk about Kazakhstan, it was also in news as the first ever joint military exercise of Shanghai Cooperation Organization is scheduled to be held in Kazakhstan, and the name of exercise is Sari Arka Anti-Terror 2019 exercise. If we talk about geographical location of Kazakhstan, it is a Central Asian country and the new capital is Nur Sultan. Other Central Asian countries are Uzbekistan and the capital of Uzbekistan is Tashkent, Kyrgyzstan and the capital is Bishkek, Tajikistan and the capital is Dushanbe, and Turkmenistan and the capital is Ashgabat. Apart from that, the first ever India Central Asia dialogue at the level of foreign ministers also held in Uzbekistan. If we talk about SCO, it is Shanghai Cooperation Organization. It was formed in 2001 and the headquarters of SCO is in Beijing in China. Presently 8 countries are the member of SCO. These 8 countries are Russia, China and 4 Central Asian countries. These 4 Central Asian countries are Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan. And apart from these 6 members, India and Pakistan are also the members of SCO. India and Pakistan became the full member of SCO after Astana Summit in Kazakhstan in 2017. The most recent summit held in China in Qingdao, and the next summit, that means in 2019, the summit is going to be held in Kyrgyzstan. Next is Haku Shah, who passed away recently, was the renowned personality of which field? Right answer is art. Haku Shah was the renowned artist and he passed away recently. He was best known for his themes of tribal and folk art. If we talk about other personalities who passed away recently Mr. Dariel De Monte, who was senior journalist and environmental activist, passed away. On the other hand, Professor Walt Smith also passed away, who popularized the term global warming. Mr. Jerry Merriman also passed away. Mr. Merriman was co-inventor of pocket calculator. And Dr. Jaros Alfaro also passed away. He was a Russian physicist and a Nobel Prize winner. On the other hand, Ms. Vinod Kashyap also passed away. She was associated with All India Radio. And Mr. Chinmay Roy, who was a veteran Bengali actor, also passed away recently. Next is Fitch Ratings has recently cut India's GDP growth forecast for fiscal year 20 from 7.0 to what percentage? Right answer is 6.8%. So as per its latest global economic outlook, the Fitch Ratings has recently cut India's economic growth forecast for the next financial year to 6.8% from its earlier estimation of 7%. Fitch Ratings has cut down this economic growth forecast on the grounds that there will be weaker than expected momentum in the Indian economy. If we talk about few other growth projections, as per CSO, that means Central Statistics Office, the growth projection is 7.2%, while as per RBI, it is 7.4%. As per World Bank, it is 7.3%, and as per IMF, that means International Monetary Fund, the growth projection is 7.3%. Next is, which Indian company would provide digital solution for French Open? Right answer is Infosys. So Infosys has signed a 3-year partnership agreement with Roland Garros to provide technological support for the tennis tournament, the French Open, which is also known as Roland Garros. If we talk about Infosys, Mr. Nandan Nilekani is the chairman of Infosys, while Mr. Salil S. Parekh is the CEO and MD. It was founded in 1981, and there is Infosys Foundation also, that is social arm of Infosys. It was formed in 1996, and Ms. Sudha Murthy is the chairperson of this Infosys Foundation. This Infosys Foundation works in the field of social sector. Infosys was also in news as recently it has launched a digital platform TQ to offer learning and engagement experiences to engineering students. If we talk about few other apps which were in news recently Google has launched a new app, Bolo, to help children in primary school to read in Hindi and in English. Apart from that, recently IIT Ropar has developed an app named Roshni to help visually impaired people to recognize Indian currency. On the other hand, Turkmenistan has launched its first messaging app, Bizbard. Next is, which Indian hockey player has been named as member in Olympic Council of Asia Committee? Right answer is Mr. Sardar Singh. So former Indian hockey captain Mr. Sardar Singh has been elected in the Athletes Standing Committee of Olympic Council of Asia at the 30th General Assembly meeting in Bangkok. Bangkok is the capital of Thailand. If we talk about Olympic Council of Asia, it is a sports federation, and the headquarters of Olympic Council of Asia is in Kuwait City. And recently, Mr. Sheikh Ahmed Al-Fahad Al-Sabah has been re-elected as the president of Olympic Council of Asia for an 8th term. Mr. Sheikh Ahmed is a Kuwaiti politician. If we talk about Kuwait, Kuwait is a Middle East country and the capital of Kuwait is Kuwait City. Kuwait is also the member of OPEC. OPEC stands for Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. The headquarters of OPEC is in Vienna in Austria. And recently OPEC was in news as Qatar has announced its decision to withdraw from OPEC. Qatar is the first Gulf country to leave the organization. Qatar was also in news as it has won 2019 Asian Cup football tournament. Qatar will be the host of 2020 FIFA World Cup. Next is, India's deepest shaft cave has been discovered in which of the following states? Right answer is Meghalaya. So India's deepest shaft cave has been discovered in the East Khasi Hills district of Meghalaya. If we talk about Meghalaya, it is the northeast state of India and the capital of Meghalaya is Shillong. Meghalaya will be the host of 2022 National Games. Chhattisgarh is the host of 2019 National Games, while Uttarakhand is the host of 2020 National Games. Recently, the official mascot for 2022 National Games was also declared. It is clouded leopard. It is the state animal of Meghalaya, and in 2022, Meghalaya will also complete 50 years of creation of a state. Meghalaya was also in news as recently Meghalaya cabinet has decided to rename Dikibandi Stadium in the name of former Lok Sabha Speaker Mr. P.A. Sangma. If we talk about administration of Meghalaya, presently Mr. Conrad Sharma is the Chief Minister of Meghalaya and Mr. Tathagat Roy is the Governor. Meghalaya was also in news as the former Chief Justice of Meghalaya High Court has been sworn in as the first Lokayukt of Nagaland. So Mr. Umanath Singh has become the first Lokayukt of Nagaland. Recently, first Lokpal has been appointed. Mr. P.C. Ghosh has been appointed as first Lokpal of country. If we talk about Nagaland, it was also in news as it has become the first state in Northeast to launch single emergency number 112 under ERSS. ERSS stands for Emergency Response Support System. Himachal Pradesh is the first state in India to launch single emergency number 112. Next is the first ever high-level dialogue on Indo-Pacific Cooperation was held in which of the following cities? Right answer is Jakarta. So the first ever high-level dialogue on Indo-Pacific Cooperation was held in Jakarta in Indonesia, and the theme was towards a regional, prosperous and inclusive region. If we talk about Jakarta, it is the capital of Indonesia. Recently, Indonesia was in news because of Anak Krakatau volcano eruption. Indonesia was also in news as recently Miss Saina Nehwal has won Indonesia Masters. On the other hand, recently Indian Coast Guard ship INS Vizit has become first ever Coast Guard ship to visit Indonesian port of Sabang. Indonesia was also in news because of New Delhi Declaration on Asian Rhinos. It was signed for conservation and protection of rhino species. It was signed by 5 countries. These are India, Bhutan, Nepal, Indonesia and Malaysia. Recently, Malaysia has become the member of International Criminal Court, and Philippines has recently decided to withdraw its membership from International Criminal Court. Now coming back to Indonesia, Indonesia was the host of 2018 Asian Games. The 2022 Asian Games will be in China, and recently General Assembly of Olympic Council of Asia has decided to include cricket in the 2022 edition of Asian Games. Next is, which of the following airlines has become the first Indian low-cost airline to join IATA? Right answer is SpiceJet. So recently SpiceJet has become first ever Indian low-cost carrier to get membership of Global Airlines Grouping International Air Transport Association. The headquarters of IATA is in Canada in Montreal. IATA was formed in 1945. There is one more similar organization. It is International Civil Aviation Organization. It was formed in 1944 and it is United Nations Specialized Agency. The headquarters of ICAO is also in Montreal in Canada. And there is one more protocol with the name Montreal Protocol. It is associated with protection of ozone layer and prevention of its depletion. Now, if we talk about Canada, it is the second largest country in world in terms of area. The capital of Canada is Ottawa. Russia is the world's largest country in terms of area. USA is third largest. China is fourth largest. Brazil is fifth. Australia is sixth. And our country is seventh largest in terms of area. Canada is also a member of G7 group. Other members are Germany, UK, France, US, Italy and Japan. Next is, what is India's rank in 2019 UN World Happiness Index? Right answer is 140th. So on the occasion of World Happiness Day, that means on 20th of March, the 7th annual World Happiness Report was released by United Nations. As per that report, India is on 140th position. Now as you can see, in 2018, India's rank was 133. So there is a drop of 7 spots. So India is in the grouping of 5 countries that had the largest drop since 2005 to 2008 in the index. Other such countries are Yemen, Syria, Botswana and Venezuela. As you can see, from 2016 to 2019, there is a huge drop in our rankings. Now as per World Happiness Index, Finland has been ranked as the happiest country in the world for the second year in succession. If we talk about few other reports, as per 2019 Global Talent Competitiveness Index, India's ranking is 80, Switzerland is on top. As per International IP Index, India's ranking is 36. The International IP Index is released by GIPC of US Chambers of Commerce. GIPC stands for Global Innovation Policy Center. As per Global Hunger Index, India's ranking is 103. And as per Corruption Perception Index, India's ranking is 78. Denmark is the least corrupt country. Corruption Perception Index is released by Transparency International. As per Global Gender Gap Index, India's ranking is 108. Global Gender Gap Index is released by World Economic Forum. Iceland is on the top of this index, while Philippines is the top in Asia. Overall, Philippines is on 8th position. Now, as per EIU Democracy Index, India is on 41st position. Norway is on top. Thank you, and that's all for the day.